Hey everyone, my name is Asembata Shafik and please welcome to my channel. Today we shall be looking at creating a simple user registration and login form. So we shall create a simple system that logs a user in provided that they signed up. Okay, so in the description I'll put a link to download XAMPP, and I'll also put this code that we are going to use, so you can follow the video with your computer and try it yourself using that code. So after the video, I would expect that someone creates their databases and they create a table in a different name, so they see how they can try to understand the way how we connect the database to the code. So you can also add some other thing apart from the three we are going to use: the username, email, and then password. So you can also ask anything else from the user, so you can link it into your database. So when you reach up that extent that you can add something to the database of your own, then it means you have mastered something with PHP. Alright, so I'll start XAMPP control panel and I'll start Apache and MySQL. Okay, so I installed XAMPP on local disk C here, and whatever that we want to test via localhost is put in htdocs. So this is the system that we are going to try with. Let me open it with code. Right, so we are having connection to the database, and we are having the dashboard. This dashboard is that page that someone will see when they have logged in. So we are having another PHP having the function that checks the user login, and the function that creates random numbers for our PHP. So this one that checks random numbers will will produce random numbers with user login or the user ID. Right, so we have the home page will be that page that welcomes the person to the page. So it is having some little PHP, just like you can see here. We link to the username of the person, and we also at this page will welcome a person. So we also have this other page that will act as our index page. It will have direction to the login and direction to the user registration. So the real login will be this, and the real sign up will be this. So you also have the logout. If we check the user ID and they exist, so we log that person out. So this will prevent any personalities that don't have their accounts in our database from logging in. Alright, so this will be the code. So let's check the login. I'll explain what I put for login. So I include the connection and then the functions. The connection and then the functions. Connection is having a connection to the database, and the function checks the user login. Alright, so this is login. Alright, so we come to login. So we follow the post from our form, and we imagine that if something has been posted, we pick the username and then the password. If anything has been posted to the database, we only pick the username and then password. So we come up with an if that checks if these things are, if the username and password are having something. So if is not empty. So this means that we check if in the username there is something, and if in the password there is something. This is what it means, if is not empty. And if this one is not numeric, because we don't expect someone to have names as 1 2 3 4 only. So this is the code that checks that out. So if this one is true, then we encrypt our password using the password hash. So now we can then read from the database if this statement is true, and from the database we shall get username whose username is having from limit 1. So this will prevent duplication. Okay, so we then fetch that and then post it for someone to log in. So we also look for the password and then post it to, or else we tell that person wrong username or password combination. Okay, so otherwise, if that person has put in the right credentials, we direct them to the dashboard. Okay, so how about the user registration? So the user registration is we put, of course we have to first start the session, declare that we are working with a PHP, and then start the session. So we include these two, one to check and the other to connect to the database. Alright, so we imagine that someone has filled in their username, email and password. So what we can first do is to encrypt the password. So we can use password hash or use this using MD5. Okay, so if these fields are not empty, the one for username, the one for email, the one for password, and then checking if here with username it's not numeric. So if we check and this statement is not true, then we save that person to database. So we have declared starting randomizing this using the user ID and then creating random numbers in the range of 20. So we don't duplicate, we don't create duplication of these people. So now if this statement is not true, then we insert this data, someone's data, into this table users. So in the users, we shall insert the user ID, insert the username, insert the email, and then the password. And these will be the values: user ID, username, email, and then the password. Okay, so all else, if these conditions are not fulfilled, we tell the person that please enter some valid information. Okay, so that's it. So now we can move to our table, come to the host, and then we come to my look for user registration. All right. Okay, so there is something I've not shown you in our dashboard. So I included some simple code that will display the name of that person that has logged in. Right, so I'll check it here. Okay, so this is it. Hi PHP echo user data. So with the user data, we echo the username of that person who has logged in. So to effect that, you have to include this. You have to include connection and then function, and then you check the login too. So that is why we can be able to post the name of the person also. So you can also post anything else. You can post their email and then so on. Okay, so this is the index page, and this is the table. You remember this login sample database? So let me show you that. So it is in connection login sample db. Yeah, login sample db. So this is the db name. Okay, so users, where is users? So let's check in the login, users, insert into, okay, users, select. So because we are in the login, we shall select and post. If we compare if what someone has inserted is the same thing as what exists in the database. So that is why we are selecting this time around. With the login, we are selecting from users, and then with the sign out, we insert into users. So this is the table we are inserting into these credentials: user ID, username, email, and the password. All right, so this is the table, and these are the people I've registered so far. So because I used password hash, so I'm able to encrypt this to these passwords. Alright, so I'll first terminate the password hash so we can have the passwords seen. Okay, so this is important that you can edit someone's password if they have lost their passwords, or if you don't want anyone to log in again, you just edit their password so they it shows that the password is incorrect. So I'll remove the password hash, I'll put it somewhere. Right, so I've removed the password hash in the user registration. I'll also remove it from here because I think it is not useful. Let's first see how it works without it. Alright, so I'll sign up. So it will tell me here, please enter some void information, because you see here there is nothing. And where is that? That was put here, please enter some void information. So if we have this condition is not true, all else, if it is false, we jump to the else. That is it. So let's register FIC, and we put the email .com, and okay, so put the password as 11 and here 11. So we sign that person. So because there are no errors, that person will be signed. We shall get their data, and so if someone clicks on sign up, they will come to login. So it means the information has been accepted. So let's come to our users, we refresh and we look for FIC. Alright, oh, FIC is here. So he has been successfully registered with the user ID, this one, and then the unique ID as this. So this is that person's email, and this is their password. So let's try logging in using FIC and then using 11. So we use FIC, and then here we use 11. Okay, so how about when we put the wrong password. Okay, we shall be told that wrong username, all password. So where is that? In our login, right? So it's right here, long username, all password. If this statement is true, then this will be executed. Otherwise, if it is not true, then we shall have the person login. All right, so let's put fake, and we put the real stuff, we log in. All right, so hi fake, you see this is what I put here. This is the thing I put. Where I put it here to echo the username of that person, so that is why you are seeing this. Okay, so you can log out and then you can log in, or else you can sign out, log in, sign out. So let's put someone else. Done. Then the email, we use Sun, and put a password B and a C. So they tell us this is wrong. Okay, at gmail.com. Right, so put M and here M. So we are registering. Done. Alright, because there are no errors, done has been registered. So we come and refresh here. So we see done is right here with the password M and the email. So let's try logging in done, so it can echo to us that welcome done. Right, so done, and the password as M. Alright, so welcome done, and you are successfully logged in. Alright, so basically that is that. And if any of us doesn't know how to create forms, I mean tables, or to create a database in general, I'll put a link of the video I made previously on how to create tables, so you can first watch that video and then come back here and create a simple login. So thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe so you can receive more videos. Right.